Shalom, Israel. Want to start off, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the 144,000, the hopeful elect, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. This will be a quick hit. You know, today is another evil, wicked day. You Babylonians, want to celebrate. You don't want to celebrate the holy days. All these different pagan holidays and pagan customs. You Babylonians want to celebrate that. Halloween today. Halloween. It's another ancient custom. This is why this place is called spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Babylon. Spiritual Babylon. Because everything that they were doing back in Babylon and in Egypt, they're bringing the same customs here. That's why you can look on your $1 bill or your dollar bill and see that pyramid with the eye over it. They're telling you. Because they're bringing all of the ancient customs from spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Halloween going back all the way to Baal. Through I think it's the Celtic, the Ireland, the Irish, and those were Jakes. Those were Jakes. Those are those Israelite foreigners. Those Gentiles. Dark skin with dreads. You go back and you do the history and you'll see that. But that's for another topic. I just want to get a couple scripts and go into this Halloween because the Lord makes this clear for Israel. He makes it clear. Celebrating Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving, all these different holidays and pagan days, he makes it clear that's idolatry. You're not supposed to commit idolatry. He's a jealous God. Call halal Yahawah by Shem YAHAWAHSHI. Call halal Yahawah by Shem YAHAWAHSHI. He's a jealous God. So let's go right into it. Let's go. I got a few scripts. Not gonna make this too long. Let's go to Deuteronomy 18 and 9. This is the law. This is when Yahawah by Shem YAHAWAHSHI when he was telling Moses. This is their land. He's laying down the law and letting them know in the wilderness. Coming out of Egypt. This is the law. This is Deuteronomy 18 and 9. And it reads, when thou art come into the land which the Lord Yahawah thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations, You don't go after the heathen and do what they do. But nowadays, it's done got so bad. We're doing, Jake is doing, he's doing worse than the heathen. He's doing worse than the other nation. Jake has took it way too far. You're not supposed to be celebrating Halloween. Jake is throwing Halloween parties. Got what at the Halloween party, got the big screen on with Michael Myers, and got candy in every room. Might even have a Ouija board. Just Jake has went way too far. Got his house all decked out with the dead all around them, like dead fake bodies all around the house, and playing all the scary music, and oh man, Jake has gone way too far. They've surpassed the other nations in their customs. But the Lord just said, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire. And when he's talking about that, pass through the fire, that's you're dressing your kid up. You're putting a curse on your kid. Passing your kid through the fire. You Jakes, you sitting up there dressing your kid up as a mummy or a ghost or some type of zombie or a witch or something. You're passing your kid through the fire. Or that useth divination or observer of times, or enchanters, or a witch, all that palm reading and enchantments and stuff like that, playing with the dead. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. The Lord said you don't do that, man. But what does Jake do? That's what they're into. They're into it. Especially you the northern tribes, you Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, even the southern tribe, the Haitians, Dominican, Santeria, all that, man, into that enchantment, heavy. The Lord he's gonna send some judgment. The judgment is going to be serious, man. They're into that heavy. The tribes, they're into it. They didn't surpass the other nations, man. 11. Or a charmer or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. That's all, you're playing with the dead, palm reading, voodoo, the list goes on. All the witchcraft, sorcery. That's all what that falls up under. That's all what that falls up under. You're not supposed to do that. So let's go to this is the last one. So we'll go over to this is what the Lord said if you do that. Okay? This is what the Lord said for you individuals, you Babylonians that want to put your kid through the fire. This is what the Lord said. Salakia. Leviticus 20:27. You individuals, you Jakes want to keep celebrating these pagan holidays and customs and and Halloween and Christmas and stuff. The Lord's going to visit you in these latter days. He's going to visit you. Leviticus 20:27, and it reads, a man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit or that is a wizard shall surely be put to death. Read it again. Leviticus 20:27. A man also or a woman that hath a familiar spirit or that is a wizard shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. And see, in the ancient world, that's what happened. If you going off and you're, homosexuality or sodomy, and, that's what happened. And going off outside the law, they could stone you for that. When YAHAWAHSHI, when he come back, all this is going to be, ain't going to mean none of this foolishness, man. But he said, those that's doing that shall surely be put to death. All that wizardry and enchanters and necromancers and, playing voodoo and, all that, you surely be put to death. So you people, you Jakes that's putting your kids, dressing your kids up, you're cursing your kids, YAHAWAHSHI said. The Lord is telling you, you're passing your kids through the fire. You're putting a curse on them. And then, and right now, there's a lot of that going on right now as far as, judgment going forth, especially with kids and little girls and women. There's judgment going on heavy. But Jake continues to go into their own heart and follow the heathen. So judgment will continue to go forth, and it's going to increase. A lot of people they're going to die of starvation. Starvation. And there's some more other judgments that's coming on the way. But a lot of people going to die of starvation. So, but with that, I just want to go in. Hope you were edified. Lord willing, I come back with another lesson. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Shalom, Israel.